So I think we just take a look again at what's out there, and then I think maybe for you, what do you think's the best way for you to do it? Just figure out what we want for like visuals.
Yeah, and then I can go out there and take pictures, and videos.
Yep, and then we can
add text over them.
And then we can come up with the copy. Alright, let me just connect to this quick.
And even a new voiceover.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so if I go to what we currently have running, I think, alright, let me actually do this. Let me open Excel that quick. And I'm just going to not go off of what we have running, but almost come up with new stuff. So what I think we should do is we do one that, alright, so when I think about this, we have, when I think about like the time of the year, if we can launch these by like, you know, the end of the month, I think we should do an exterior where we're basically saying we're still bidding.
Yeah.
And if we don't get to your project, in the fall of 2020, we will honor the price and complete in spring of 2021. So I think that can be one.
Yeah, it's a good one, especially for people that like aren't needing it right away.
So I think that can be one. And then
interiors.
Yeah, so if we go interior, I think we should do one that is, so if I go, actually let me do this, so exterior, and I think we should do one that's images. I think we should do one that's videos, or video. That's kind of the same. These two would be the same.
Do we
message,
want to do
just
a voiceover on the top one?
Yeah, I think we can. I think we can do a voiceover on the top one. I think we should just do a Prime Painters General, like with voiceover about the company, or maybe just about the process.
Okay.
Our process. Video shows interior and exterior jobs. And then we do another Prime Painters General, kind of the same thing, similar as above, but pictures, still shots with copy, with written copy. So that's that. Interior, we should be able to. We don't really have much footage of interior painting.
Yeah, I need. Yeah, no, I don't even have a full like room done. Full video of that. Because the only one was.
Well, even if it's just them working, though, it can look like multiple.
Sure.
Like I mean, you have the green, you have the
probably
you have
the green.
So we should do like video, interior video. And for some of this stuff too, if we just have to find online, like stock pictures for now, even too, we can do that until we have enough content. Images.
Yeah, I mean, I can make endless before and afters.
And then actually what I can do is probably over here, I can write the copy. Alright, so exterior video. Just letting people know we're still bidding. Shows, probably can show a couple of our projects or whatever. Exterior images with the copy, kind of talking about the same thing. Interior video, interior images with copy.
Do you want to record those voiceovers now? I mean, we probably don't need them yet.
I don't think we need to do it now.
No, yeah, we don't need to.
So then, what else should we come up with?
What do you think about like a time lapse video?
Yeah, so I think what we could do is maybe
Just
all right.
implement that. I could implement it into one of them, or we could do a separate one with just a time lapse. Or maybe like if they're doing really efficient and a really well job, an interior job, they leave a time lapse and then they can see how much they did in that amount of time or something like that. I don't know. Don't have.
What do we have? Do we have stuff that?
I mean,
could
we
put
have
in?
time lapses of the barn. I don't think there's any interior time lapses. I'm trying to think. Yeah, basically just been to the barn and then.
I think we should just do just a straight up barn video.
Yeah, I think so too.
That is an ad. So once again, these are just ones that I'm gonna actually make into an ad, and then we can have the content and put it on our page too. But
I still have all the before videos from panning left to right at the barn.
So I think once the barn's done, just the entire barn video, and we'll put dollars behind it just because it's kind of a unique, cool project.
I'll have to come up with a really good song for that. Trying to think. It would be.
I think the other thing is too is making people aware that. Well, that'd be more of for the exterior. I think maybe for these exteriors, just if we could also make people aware that hey, like you can change. I don't know if we should focus that much though on the exterior stuff right now.
Change what?
I was gonna say change colors. It's like some people don't realize they can paint like their aluminum siding or their vinyl siding or. I would like to just try to focus a little bit more on interior though.
Right.
You know, but I mean the other thing we could do is just like do a quick video too of like, and maybe this is part of the voiceover.
Right.
With our process and stuff is just kind of show. We can almost show like a lot of the projects we've done this year. Whether we have still shots of them before you start, because we still have.
Yeah, I've seen those.
We still have pictures and stuff.
Right.
But I guess I'd like to get. I mean, I guess this 7 would be all right, and we can go with more. So I don't know. The best way to maybe do it is just maybe start a file for each one.
Yeah.
And then just say, hey, okay, here's, and then let's sit down again and just say, hey, okay, here's what we're thinking. Here's like the content that we're gonna use for this one. Here's the content that we're thinking we're gonna use for these image ones. Here's the content we think we're gonna use for the interior video. Here's the content that we're gonna use for the images, and have like in the folder if we're gonna use any stock photos, just have those photos in there.
Okay.
Same thing with Prime Painters. Same with all these. And then we can kind of create it. I'll create the copy that can go with them.
Okay.
And then we'll just go from there.
I'm gonna make folders for each of these, and then like throw in ones that you can approve or disapprove.
Okay, that's fine. We can do the voiceover later. I would think with our voiceovers too, and like all this, I think just for people that are just watching, I think we might not have to have the whole thing caption for caption. Well, maybe we do. I don't know, but we might want to have a bullet point list of like how our process works.
Yeah.
Which we can come up with that later as well. What more do you need right now?
Just get into the interior jobs and getting footage of those.
Yeah. So everyone's seeing our. I mean, I know everyone's seeing our stuff. So now we just need to switch up the content though, because it's been the same stuff for 60 days.
I'd imagine they're done with the Edgerton one today, right? They gotta be
close, I would think.
Because they were moving along decently when I was there.
It's gotta be close.
And then are they doing an exterior or interior? Do you know?
Well, we're gonna be cramming exteriors as much as we can.
And it's supposed to be nice this week.
So. But if we have to, once again, I think with the one job we have interior video, but I think we have enough different rooms of them actually in the, you know, once again, it can be quicker, you know, 5 seconds here, 6 seconds there, you know, it doesn't happen. And then we'll just have to figure out what we think for time. I think like video should be like 2 minutes. I think video should be 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. Okay. I think each one with images, we should have 5 to 10 images. And then we can narrow it down once we kind of. Same thing with the voiceover. I think that'll be like a 1.5 minute video.
Okay.
Barn video, I think we could do like 2 minutes probably. I don't know. I guess let's see what we have.
I can get that in 2. Make the best parts.
Roger. You hear him in there?
Yeah,
I live for us. Alright. What else do you need right now? Anything?
No, that's perfect.
Alright. I'm gonna try to. I'm just gonna save this and then.
Is there a way for you to share that with me or something like that? I'm not familiar with Excel at all.
I could just email it to you.
That works.
Yeah, actually, let me email it to you, and then you can just stick it in one of those, like, I don't know, are you going to create its own folder, like Facebook ad, or like ads?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will.
And then you can just stick it in.
Okay.
So I'll just save this as download.
I'll even do some research on my own about, like, the best ads. Because Facebook ads is something I want to master, like, in the future, even for stuff that I do.
Yeah.
I think that's important, so.
Save that. Alright, I'm going to shoot that over to you. And then, yeah, I'll let you put it in that folder. Or in the...
Either one doesn't matter.
Oops. I'll send it to you. Okay, so then we were also talking about last week, Ava, CJ, and I, and our executive coach, we were just talking about Spalding Group. I think a lot of this Spalding Group stuff is actually, to start with, we're going to try to, like, and you can kind of think about what we can do here too, but just put this on your radar. What we're struggling with is just being able to get enough talent coming in, property managers, maintenance techs, and stuff like that. So I think being able to try to advertise or get videos out there showing why Spalding Group's a good place to work, or what separates us, and we have some ideas of what can be said, and but I think just from your standpoint of okay, what visuals, what videos should we come up with, and stuff like that.
I think showing people that you're a good person to work for in some way without like coming across wrong, but like I think a good way to show people that you're a good boss or someone to work for would be a good point.
Well, I think we have talking points, but then yes, I think like between myself, CJ, Ava, and probably even John, I think that we'll have to figure out like some content of just us talking, because there's gonna be different, because like I think I'll talk kind of in each of the videos, but then like I think it's important like on the property managers and maintenance tech side where we have like CJ talking, like if the bookkeeper side, like Ava will be talking, our prime painters and some other maintenance tech stuff side, John will talk, and those videos can be once again 1 minute to 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever, or we can make them longer and then cut them down.
Make ads on that almost, or
I don't know yet. I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know yet. I don't know if we're gonna actually create ads on that or just try to start getting that stuff out there.
Is there something you're looking for, like in specific, or just more property managers, or?
Well, when I look at like CJ's division, it's it's property managers, maintenance techs, regional managers, stuff like that.
Okay.
When I look at Ava's, it's like people like Ashley and Ember, so it's like bookkeepers and kind of like admin staff.
Right.
And then John is painters.
Yeah. Does he do stuff for Spalding Group?
Yeah, so he's like 50% Spalding, 50% prime painters. So it'd be like painters and maintenance techs almost over there for him. And we probably wouldn't necessarily make it one video, it'd probably be 2 separate videos, but. So and that's where just think about like I don't know if you have to have like a storyboard it, but just think about like in your head what it would look like if we're trying to target like where it's a video of CJ and I talking and stuff like that. If we're trying to target property managers, like is there more stuff on site that we should get of our property managers actually doing stuff? Is there just try to think about what and I think that's a little bit lower priority, not lower, but I mean like over the next like 60 days type thing. But I think just after last week talking, we're going to be talking a little bit more here this morning. We have some good talking points, I think.